What's up everybody, Chris here with Salty Island. Normally I don't do videos like this, but on this one it's something that I felt like I wanted to talk about as I got some thoughts and some opinions on it. If any of you have been watching the recent videos, you've actually been seeing me use the 40k app, and in an upcoming video you're going to see me use the app in using the list builder program, Battleforge. Um, and as of right now, the app that includes the army builder for 40k is $5 a month. I pay $5 a month for it. And what you get for $5 a month is you get access to the app. It gives you access to all of the 8th edition codexes so long as it does not have a 9th edition codex. It gives you access to a brief summary version of any codex for 9th that you don't own. And obviously, if you own the codex, you put in the code and you get full access to everything. So for me, that's pretty good. As you've seen, I've played a lot of armies. I've got a lot of armies that still don't have codexes. So for me, on doing the channel and doing the battle reports, it was obviously a no-brainer. I should just buy the app, and then I can play all these 8th edition armies. And then as I get the rules for 9th edition, I've been updating myself to that. But the problem is the more 9th edition codexes I buy, the less value the app gets. And at some point I was joking with the Salty Island crew, what are they going to do to make it so that I keep paying them money? I like the army builder, but it's not necessary. Battlescribe's still a thing out there. And I'm sure they're going to update the army builder so that way I can track Crusade, because as you know, we do a lot of Crusade here, but it's not happening yet, so it's not convincing me. And today they went ahead and dropped this bomb here, Warhammer Plus. And prior to knowing anything about Warhammer Plus, me and the Salty Island crew have talked a lot of shit about it's like knockoff Disney Plus, but Warhammer. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they're going to possibly do to make it so that I want to buy Warhammer Plus. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid. And then this article hits, and obviously the first thing I'm going to say is if you are paying for the Warhammer app, you are basically should just pay for Warhammer Plus. So let's go over what Warhammer Plus is going to give you and why GW has actually made it worth your while to pay for this subscription. So first thing off here, Warhammer Plus. Here's the article on Warhammer Community today. You get a bunch of stuff. Who cares what their descriptions are? This is just some summary shit. It doesn't actually tell you anything. Let's just skip to the good parts here. First things first is you get a free miniature. In this case, it's actually a pretty nice miniature. You get to choose between this sweet looking Vindicare Assassin, which is pretty awesome, and this orc. This is the Ironjaw. It looks like an Ironjaw boss. Both models, super sweet. And this alone, they estimate the value to be $25, which we know is about like GW price, right? $25 for a character model, $25, $35, somewhere in that range. That's about right. So knock that off of the cost of the app or the cost of Warhammer Plus, and you can see why it's already a bit of a better deal. They're actually really nice models. I like them. I kind of want the Vindicare, and I probably wouldn't be sad with the Orc either. They're definitely nice. I actually really like it a lot. Take a quick look at that. That is actually pretty sweet. Even if I don't use that model, which obviously we have an IG army, we have lots of Imperial armies, so that can be splashed in there. That's a cool like terrain piece model too. And this is actually nice. Orcs, if you're not aware, they're definitely bigger than your 40k orcs. They're chunky boys. That's a pretty beefy size model. So that is comparable. I like it. All right, you get access to the animations. Whatever, don't really care. You get access to TV shows. All right, this is getting better. I really like the painting tutorials that they've put out there. And if you check way back at the beginning of the channel, I featured a Thousand Suns army. That's my personal painted Thousand Suns army. At least parts of it are my personal painted. And I actually used the Warhammer Community Thousand Suns painting guide to teach me essentially how to paint that army. They were a great tutorial. Duncan does great videos, and Duncan still does great videos on his own channel. So this looks like they're going to be doing more advanced painting. And one of the things I like about Warhammer's painting tutorials is they teach you hand painting. Nothing wrong with airbrushing. I have an airbrush, obviously, and I think it's a fantastic way to paint. It gives you a lot of cool effects. But there is something to be said for hand painting. And honestly, the best painting is when you use a mix of airbrushing and hand painting to get those real clean looking details on there. So I'm really excited for this Citadel Color Masterclass. I think for anybody who's learning to paint, it's going to be a great resource. And I hope they still continue to do the free paint guides on the Warhammer YouTube channel. And then these masterclass are if you want to take those basic painting, like the 3-stage painting that they teach you to give you the basic color and the, well, battle ready is what they call it. So they teach you to go to battle ready on the free channel, and then they'll take you to the next step on these masterclasses. If that's what they do, then awesome. I'm actually really excited to see that. All right. You get some behind the scenes of the studio itself. Yeah, that might be interesting. Neither here nor there. All right, bat reps. Obviously, I'm a big supporter of bat reps. I hope that their battle reports are going to be something on the next level. With that actual corporate backing. They'll be doing match play and narrative, which is awesome. I'm a big fan of the Long War. And just seeing what kind of jank they can come up with. I also love narrative play. Obviously, that's what we do here on our channel. So this will be interesting. But mainly I want to see unique armies. So that's the thing. Up to this point, none of this will make me pay for Warhammer Plus. Until they got to here, in which they said that as part of Warhammer Plus, they're going to give you the app. So the first thing, like I mentioned, is the Warhammer app. I pay $5 a month. The second thing is Warhammer Plus is $6 a month. That includes the app. So it's $1 more, and they're going to give me the app. So that's already fantastic, right? The next thing here, as you can see right down here in this section, I already subscribed to the app. Yeah, so as a way of saying thanks, if you upgrade your subscription to Warhammer Plus Sub in the first month after its launch, you will get a free exclusive model after 9 months rather than 12. That's 3 months earlier than everybody else. So I'm always down for getting shit early. That's great. That's great. Even better, as an existing Warhammer 40k app subscriber, if you take out a year's subscription, you'll receive an additional free gift too. I don't care what it is. Free gift is free. If GW Free Miniature Day has taught me anything, yeah, like we're down for free. There's another thing that I don't know if it's in here yet, which we're gonna possibly get to about your subscription. Here we go. Yeah, here it is. All right, so here's the next thing. All right, let's just say, we already know that I pay for the app. I pay $5 a month. That's basically $60 a year. $6 a month for a year is $72. So if I pay with an annual subscription, they're going to give me 2 months free, which is $60. Which is the same price I'm already paying for the 40k app. So that's, basically what GW has just told me is I can just pay annually, which I already do, and I'll pay $60 a year or $5 a month for Warhammer Plus, and they'll give me a free miniature after 9 months, and because I'm paying for a year in advance, they'll give me another free thing. And on top of the app, which I already use pretty constantly, and you see me use on this channel, they're going to give me battle reports that I can access to, some behind-the-scenes stuff, some paint tutorials to help me get all these armies that I've got sitting on my shelf painted, some animation that I may watch now and again, the option to buy the second miniature, which I just might, and more. So let's keep going with what they're going to give me for basically free at this point. This one is actually something I'm really excited about, is that you will get access to the Warhammer Vault. and they're talking about a treasure trove of content from the history of Warhammer. And what do you mean by treasure trove? Well, apparently, it's if they've released it in the past, they're gonna put a digital version of it online. So they've got Gathering Storm. They reference Sanctus Reach, which is awesome. That was like what, fourth edition, I think. So that's fantastic. You can see that Mont Ka, Hour of the Wolf. These are all supplements that I've played in old editions. Obviously, the rules don't really apply per se, but there's a lot of great narrative in there. There's a lot of really sweet artwork in there also. There's also a lot of unique missions that came in these old campaign books, which I hope are still in there. And even if, obviously they're not going to be a direct translation, but they had unique rules, they had unique deployments, they had interesting effects to them. And all those things are, any narrative player will know that you can convert that over into the current edition rules, and that's just more free content that's coming in these books. One thing I also hope they do is that they will keep up things that are more current as well. I don't necessarily expect the Book of Rust, the 9th edition campaign, to be in there, but if the Psychic Awakening books stay in here, because they're about to rotate out eventually, or the Vigilus, the Fine and the Vigilus Ablaze books from 8th edition, that would be great. I mean, I already own them, but I'm not going to complain if I can access them in a digital format. So they're also going to give the Age of Sigmar stuff, which that's awesome too. There's the Malign Portents, there's the Forbidden Power, there's the original Realmgate Wars. That's just all amazing content. This one is also amazing. They're going back from 2020, White Dwarfs, all the White Dwarfs. The articles, great. Battle reports, great. Model showcases, great. One thing that's in these White Dwarfs that I've been buying for ever since 9th edition came out, they have the War Zones, which have additional optional rules for 40k. They've had the optional army lists, like the different chapters of Space Marines. The Fallen was in a White Dwarf. They have like the Tome Keepers. They have the Silver Spears. I think it was the Silver Spears. They have the different war zones with additional option rules. They had a pair of campaigns. I mean, the White Dwarf has really stepped it up and has a ton of content, in addition to awesome miniatures, some bat reps, and just other showcases. So if this is true, where I can view any White Dwarf back to 2020, that's value right there. These White Dwarfs, obviously, you buy them for like $5 each, but I mean, if you just have to wait a couple months, I'm sure it'll be a couple months behind, so that it encourages you to keep buying the current edition. But I mean, if you get a White Dwarf every month, that's $5. And if you pay for the current 40k app, that's $5 more right there. So you're spending $10 on the app in White Dwarfs, or you spend $5 on Warhammer Plus, and you basically get this all for free. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous, Games Workshop. I don't know who you are. I'm not used to GW not blatantly trying to rip me off. I mean, this is pretty crazy. Extra events. Fans of Warhammer events, Warhammer Plus subscription. Let's see. At each one you attend, even if you lose your game, you get Warhammer Plus experience. Are you trying to say, GW, that subscribers to Warhammer Plus will have events that can be tracked? Like I can log in with my Warhammer Plus number, and like you'll track my games, because that's a tournament player's dream. A worldwide proper ranking system that GW will support. I mean, yeah, it's locked behind a paywall, but I mean, seriously, like you wouldn't pay $5 for this, but I'd pay $5 for everything else, and the fact that you slap this on there as an extra, I'm down with that. So yeah, basically my options are to continue giving Games Workshop $5 a month for a White Dwarf, plus another $5 a month for my 40k app, or I give them for basically $60 a year, and I get a free miniature and all this content and my app and access to old White Dwarfs, and like just free bonuses and freebies and stuff like that. This is literally a no-brainer if you already have the app. This is a no-brainer if you buy White Dwarfs. Just stop buying White Dwarfs. Just buy this. If you wanted to check out the app, go ahead and watch the Tyranid series of videos that we're doing, where I'm using the app on the videos. You can take a look at it. We'll be doing the army builder on the next video, so go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, and you'll get a notification when we post that video. But I'm just gonna let you know, Games Workshop, congratulations, you found a way to get me to pay for Warhammer Plus. I'm still gonna talk shit about you, but in this one video, I applaud you. Don't get used to it. Peace out, everybody.